Hello, this is wmpyr. This video is partially for Volcanic's Playground, who is an excellent YouTuber. Please check out his YouTube channel. The guy has excellent Star Wars action figure reviews. He also has some really neat and interesting stories from his childhood about toy collecting and just nostalgic stuff from yesteryear. So please check out his channel. What I want to do in this video is to share with you all my fan fiction, my own Star Wars fan fiction that I made it was like a decade ago or over a decade ago. I was living in Austin, Texas at the time, and I wrote down the story, and to help me with the story, I also made the characters out of Lego. And so it's kind of like a picture book type thing that I put up online somewhere. I don't remember where it is, but it's floating around in the online world somewhere. And, this is just vaguely what I remember of it, okay? So please bear with me. All right, so the story takes place somewhere around after episode 4, so around episode 5, around that time, around Empire Strikes Back. So the legend of Luke Skywalker is already out, and people are talking about him in the furthest corners of the galaxy. People are like, whoa, there's this guy named Luke Skywalker, and he took out the Death Star and all that. So that's kind of like where this takes place. So this is not like the main Star Wars universe. This is more like way out in the corner, in the outskirts. So it's more insignificant to the entire storyline. It doesn't really change anything or affect anything. So anyway, this guy right here is the main character. The only thing that's really important about him is that he has like this eye protection on there, because later that's actually gonna play an important part. But he wears like these shades or eye protection type stuff. And other than that, he pretty much looks like a regular guy. He is from the countryside, way out, kind of like Luke, except he's not a farmer. He's a martial arts guy. He's really into the martial arts, and he's cross-training in a whole bunch of different styles. And the reason is because he's heard about Luke Skywalker, and he's like, I want to become a Jedi. So he decided he wanted to become a Jedi, and so he's been training in a bunch of different styles. And he found out that, remember, the Jedis were wiped out into extinction. So what happened was he was able to find, like on an underground forum or something, who knows, he was able to find a bunch of Jedis, legitimate Jedis, and who knows, maybe they weren't wiped out because at the time when the Jedis were wiped out, these guys maybe still were not full Jedi yet, or far from it. So, and they weren't at the academy yet, or they were, who knows, on vacation or whatever. So these guys survived, and now they are like legitimate. They are legitimate Jedi, and they're trying to like preserve, and they have to do it in secret, because if the Empire finds out, they're gonna get wiped out. So in secret, they're trying to preserve, and they're trying to expand their teachings, essentially, right? So this guy, he hears about them, so he goes off into the city where these people are in hiding, and he tries to join, and he gets rejected. He gets rejected, and he's too old or whatever, and he's really down. He's feeling very down, and there he encounters a very strange guy, this guy right here, who I'm calling Duke Skywalker, who's basically a Luke Skywalker impersonator. This guy's a con artist, and as you can see, like, the hair color's wrong and everything. This dude is like, he's a very shady guy, but a really funny guy at the same time, and these two basically team up. So this guy sees that this guy has, that our main character, who's been rejected from the Jedi Academy, even though he's been rejected from this Preservation Jedi Academy or whatever, is that he does have real skill. Whereas to the con artist guy has zero skill. He's just all talk, right? He's a swindler. So he basically sees potential, or he's like, man, I think I could use this guy because he has real ability. So he kind of becomes like his promoter in a sense. And it's a very unlikely team up, because you have two people that really have nothing in common together. But yeah, they decide to team up together. And basically Duke, the fake Luke Skywalker, is able to find a like an underground Jedi wannabe academy. So these guys aren't legit. They're wannabes, right? So the important thing is our main character is able to go there and train. Even though this is not official Jedi or whatever, he's still able to train in the ways of the Jedi Force, whatever, and he's able to complete his training there, even though, like I said, it's not super legit. So those guys, just think of it like as kind of like a garage band or something like that. So those guys and our main characters right here, they're basically looking to make a name for themselves, and they find out that this princess of the area has been abducted. So they find out that the princess has been abducted, and she's been spotted on a planet that's ruled by this guy right here, Romulus Vindictus. And this is an interesting planet. It's a gladiatorial planet where the planet does like gladiator contests like 24/7. That's all they do all day long, and everyone there wants to be a gladiator. Everyone there wants to make a name for themselves. And basically everybody there is a gladiator, and you are rewarded very, very highly for being successful in this arena. If you're not, then obviously you die. And so this guy right here, he is the ruler of that. He himself is also a gladiator, undefeated, undisputed, and he looks like a Sith Lord, but he's actually not. For some reason, he does have a very, very Sith-looking lightsaber. It probably is a Sith lightsaber that he got somewhere. Who knows? But he himself is not a Sith Lord. I just want to make that very, very clear. He wears like this huge armor and stuff, and he has a very skull-looking mask. That's actually a mask. But anyway, so he has a princess. So, of course, our two unlikely heroes, possibly teamed up with the fake Jedi guys, they all go to rescue the princess, hoping to make a name for themselves. And what happens is they find out that the princess is actually, she wasn't abducted. She went there on purpose. And this is the princess, and she is actually a Sith apprentice. So she is the Dark Princess, and so there's a twist ending right there. So she's actually went there on purpose because there is a plan to overthrow her own kingdom, because her father is still alive and he's the one that controls the kingdom. So he's the king and everything. And her Sith Lord, a guy by the name of Darth Londen, which is Londen. This dude is going to basically manipulate all that. He wants to take over that area, but he's not like super like Darth Sidious, Palpatine, or anything where he's like manipulating huge stuff. This is a lot more minor stuff. Like I said, it doesn't really affect the rest of the Star Wars universe. So anyway, that's basically the general idea for the plot. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for listening, and take care, folks.